What's up, babes? It's your girl Maiah Chanel. Welcome back to the channel. So today, y'all, I just finished filming my first season of podcast and I posted 77 episodes in 4 months. Y'all, your girl is tired, but if you want to stick around and hear how to create a successful podcast and how to make a good podcast, stick around. Alright, y'all, so like you heard me say before, I was able to post 77 episodes. I've got over 3,000 downloads on my podcast, and I'm going to tell you the basics of how to get started with your podcast, how to set it up to be successful, and how to grow your audience and the benefits of a podcast. Because listen, there are some good benefits of having your own podcast. Alright, so first things first, you got to know what you want to talk about. Now me, I'm all about womanhood, y'all already know, business, entrepreneurship. So my podcast is called Made to Dream, Womanhood and Entrepreneurship. Now, it's not always entrepreneurship just because some of my guests aren't entrepreneurs. They're well off in the corporate world and high levels. So sharing those guests show women of different status, different stature, different levels within their career, within their life, within their journey, and it just showcases women of so many levels to just show all of us that we're made to dream. We're made to be able to succeed in any and everything that we want to do. So that is why we talk about business, we talk about our journeys, how our lives have changed, different topics within womanhood that people don't want to talk about, our difficulties as women in the world. We talk about, I don't know, a whole lot of things, different obstacles, success, business, how we started, how we're going, how we're growing, how we're glowing, all of that and the above. So yeah, so pick a topic that works for you, and then the name comes after that. I knew what I wanted to talk about, so the name came to me so easy as to what I wanted to name my podcast. You know, kind of stemmed from my nonprofit as well, so it was a little bit easier there as well. Now, the next thing that you need to do is kind of have a format. How are you going to structure your podcast? So like me, mine is mostly me interviewing guests. Now I will in the future have episodes on there where I speak on different topics, you know, about business, about entrepreneurship, about womanhood in general. But for my first season, I wanted it to be strictly me interviewing women, letting them have a platform to showcase themselves, to praise themselves, because sometimes we don't even praise ourselves for our accomplishments. So giving them that opportunity and that platform to do that was very dear and true to me for this first season. So that was an amazing part. I mean, I met so many great women. 77 women, y'all. 77. That's a lot of women. That's a lot of women on different journeys, different walks of life, different struggles that they've had to endure. If you have seen my podcast or even heard it, because I also do put it on YouTube here, and I'll put the link below, as well as Facebook. And some of the women, their stories are, I mean, amazing. And then you have so many women with just great personalities, and I mean, we've had like some of the greatest laughs, the greatest talks, and I'm just so happy to have been able to meet them and to cross their paths. So yeah. Next thing is finding out, well, having good equipment. So let me show you guys the microphone that I use. I use this, it's called a Blue Yeti mic because I guess the name of it is Yeti, but the class or type of microphone is a Yeti. I mean, a Blue mic. So it's a USB mic, and it comes with the cord that just plugs right into your computer USB port. And then I also have the little popper, the pee popper. So it's like when you say those pop, 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 it like doesn't put that into the microphone. So having good equipment is key. Now there's ways to edit your sound as well to make it sound even better. Now I'm not like the most technological person when it comes to sound editing, but I do what I can. I get on a little YouTube, I do what I gotta do just to find things out. But they have people out there. You can go on Fiverr and find somebody to edit your podcast. But if you ain't trying to spend all the coin, just do it yourself, okay? There's a way to figure it out. Next thing, create a system that works to make things easier for you. So when I would do my interviews, I did them on Zoom. And what I did was I would have everyone be scheduled on Calendly. If you don't know what Calendly is, I'll put a link in the description below so that you can see it's awesome for scheduling, integrating, and what it does is it automatically creates a link for your Zoom call, so that person gets a personal link for that Zoom call on that day that they've scheduled, and if they cancel, it changes it the same. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. But yeah, so create a good system so that you yourself do not have to like be so stressed out when it comes to this, when scheduling and everything like this. Now me, the style that I wanted my podcast to be, a lot of people, they give you questions beforehand as to what they're going to ask you. Now me, my platform is very organic, very conversational. I just want you to share your story and we talk about what you want to talk about. Because at the end of the day, I can sit here and have structured questions for you, but it's just not organic, it's not authentic, and sometimes it's not even entertaining if I just have a list of questions. I may hear something that you say and get a conversation off of that. Like, it can go off into a whole other tangent. So I myself am a person that does not like to send questions ahead just because I don't have structured questions to ask you. I do have a structure for my podcast, which is, you know, share your story. We'll talk about your success. We'll talk about your mindset and how you've grown over that time through your journey. But I'm not going to give you like a list of questions, but you can do that if you would like to for your business. For your podcast. Next thing, when you're posting your podcast, keywords are essential. So essential, because that is how people find your podcast. Okay, this is podcast is, okay, it's not free because you have to find which platform that you need to put your RSS feed on. So like where your podcast is hosted. Mine, I use Simplecast. It's very, like, some of them charge you by the number of hours that you upload within like a month or so, but Simplecast, it's unlimited. You just post whatever the heck you want all month. And you know me, I was posting like 40 episodes, almost like 20 to 30 episodes a month. So they were at least 30 to 45 minutes each episode. So that saves your girl some money. So check out Simplecast, okay, y'all? Some of them have like a lot of great features, like Buzzsprout. It has the different features where it'll like give you badges and different things like that. I don't need that. I can make that for me right now. But what was more important to me was being able to post a lot, and be able to save money on that as well. So Simplecast is a great one that I would suggest to anyone. Yeah, but like I was saying, keywords is essential when having people to find your podcast. Now, podcasts can give you so much exposure. Like I was talking about, there's great benefits. Gives you so much exposure in the public eye. Since I posted my podcast, I've had people hitting me up in my email left and right because I would put it in the show notes. Like, if anyone's interested in sharing their story on my show, hit me up in DMs, hit me up in my email, and we can get things popping. So I had people hitting me up left and right in my email about being on the show, and that's how it grew so much that I had to tell people, listen, okay, I understand you want to share your story, but you're gonna have to wait till next year because your girl is tired. Okay, I was filming from July, the end of July, probably like July 15th to November 19th. That was a long time. Your girl needed a break. I needed a break because I have too much other things going on. So I'm gonna start it back up in January, but in order to keep it going, I am going to, because I don't want the activity to die down from the podcast, I am going to be posting some solo episodes, but it'll be a little less stressful because it's like I was doing so I would film every Tuesday and Thursday, and I was doing three interviews a day, and then some days I would be doing like 4 or 5. So it was a lot. And plus on top of everything else that I have going on, girl, it was too much. But I'm telling you, if you want to start a successful podcast, choose the topic you want to do on your show. Choose a name. Get the equipment. Figure out if you want it to be just you, if you want it to be you and a partner, if you want it to be you and different guests every single time. Now, A way to find guests is put an ad out, have people share, look on Facebook. People are always looking to be on podcasts on Facebook, okay? Always. But like, those are really, really simple ways on how to get started with your podcast. I think if you want to be successful, you have to have other people out there broadcasting that you are a part of the existence of this community. You have a podcast. Like, I had 77 women, and all of them were blasting to the people that they know that they were featured on this podcast. So that just gave my podcast more traffic, and the more traffic that I was getting, the more that the different platforms were pushing my podcast out to other people who were reaching out to me for, you know, they would have virtual assistants reaching out to me to have different people on my podcast, different people reaching out to me on my podcast to share their story. So there's a lot to podcasting, and you can also monetize this. So being that you have a larger audience, as you continue to grow your audience, you can charge people to be on that platform. A lot of people like to use podcasts to advertise their business, to advertise anything that they're doing. So you can charge a small fee, you can charge a large fee, depending on your audience and depending on how you value your platform. So use that to your advantage, guys. Podcasting is great. I enjoy it so much. Like, being able to just talk about the things that I love, especially when I get to talk about womanhood and entrepreneurship. Mindset is my thing, y'all. It's my thing. When I get to talking about that, it's over with. Maiah is she's rolling. But anyways, I hope you guys found some insight on this. I wish you the most luck on your podcast. If you want to check mine out to get some inspiration, I'll put the links in the description below. We're on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, Google, YouTube, and Facebook. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, support my channel. Get me to 1,000 subscribers, guys. I'm so glad that all of you are here with me today, supporting me. Like, I really, really do appreciate you guys. I'm almost at 800 subscribers, so excited. And it is holiday season, so getting in the spirit. But anyways, until next time, I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later.